Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle Podcast with Hype. This is episode 90. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Special guest in the building. This is pretty much a lifelong situation with this guy right here. Introduce yourself to the audience.
What's up, y'all? My name Neef.
He didn't go high Neef this time. Take two. Y'all already know what it is, though. Custom Hustle World on Instagram, Custom Hustle Co on Twitter, custom jerseys, jackets, t-shirts, sweatsuits. You want your own logo on something, we can customize that too. It's gonna cost you a little extra. The jackets you design yourself, they're one of one unless you buy 3 or 4. The jerseys, you pick the names, numbers, colors, and all of that. Football, basketball, hockey, and baseball, all available. Kid sizes available and all these things too. Also got the exclusive Christmas joints, you know what I'm saying, in case you don't want to get into those type joints. At H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. At H2H Cleaning, we do cleanups, cleanouts, roofing, plumbing, HVAC, flooring, and carpeting. You name it, we could pretty much get it done. It's a tri-state area situation, but if you make it worth my while, I will slide. E-Block Radio Network, every Monday, 2 o'clock, E-Block Radio Network. GFT Radio Network, Tuesdays, 2 o'clock. 216 The Blend, 12 midnight, 8 a.m., 8 p.m. That's on Wednesdays, 216 The Blend. Thursday is WTNUphilly.com at 12:30. I Say Podcast Radio Network, Friday, 10 a.m. THC Media, Saturday at 10 a.m. Sundays, wide open. West Coast, what's happening? We need to get out there. All right, this is episode 90. I got a story to tell. Neef hit me. He got a topic he wanted to talk about. And this is a difficult joint that goes on. So, let's open up the floor and let Neef run the situation today. Neef, talk to us.
All right, so what's up, y'all? 5 years ago, I lost my baby mom to a drug overdose. And it was on I'm at a funeral. I get a phone call from my youngest son mom that my oldest son mom had passed away. They don't know each other, so it's no reason for her to come to me with this on an angle or anything. You see what I'm saying? With ulterior motives.
His chicks play like that.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Ain't like we beefing or nothing. Like I said, I'm at a funeral. Matter of fact, I'm at my folks' grandpa funeral. So when she called me with it, I'm like, it take me back because of what she's saying. So I tell her I'm gonna call her back. So I call my mom, hey, yo, mom, I just got a phone call, my baby mom died. So she Neef, you sure? I'm like, mom, this person that called me, ain't playing games with it. You see what I'm saying? So I hang up from my mom. Now I'm trying to do my research on it. What happened? Was she killed? What's going on? Come to find out, she died from a drug overdose. Me and her share one child together. That's her only child in life. At the time, he's 6. So I'm like, damn, how the fuck I'm gonna tell my 6-year-old son that his mom is no longer here?
Because this is a totally different situation. And like you say before, one of my homies died, or it's my folks, or this is a rough conversation to have with a 6-year-old.
Right. Especially, I had my son since he was 3 months old. So you see what I'm saying? I never told him nothing bad about his mom.
No, let's not gloss over that. Salute to that. Because most niggas, you were saying, they not standing up to them type of situations with a 3-month-old baby.
Oh, yeah, not at all.
Babies hit your world like a grenade. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely salute to you for that one. Let's not gloss over that and act like that was a small fee.
Thanks. But, I'm like, damn, how do you explain this to a 6-year-old on a 6-year-old level for them to understand? Then I'm like, well, look, I always been real with my son. I just gotta be real with him. Look, your mom passed. He took it well though. I ain't get into the details with him over it or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? I still ain't know their details all the way. I just know she was no longer here. So my youngest son mom family is.
Tell me this before you go into that. Did you take it? Did he go to the funeral?
Me or him ain't go. We wasn't invited.
Okay. Copy that. Go ahead.
My youngest son mom family is acquainted with my oldest son mom family. So I'm getting bits and pieces of the story ran through by different people. But one thing I can say, by as though me and my son wasn't invited, we still did everything that we could do. From talking to undertakers, getting flowers for her, like everything that we could do as if we were a part of it. We did it from a distance though. So now, okay, I'm like, what's going on? So like, I find out like she OD off of heroin, but she started off taking Percocets.
How old is she at the time?
28.
It's not a common joint these days for a 28-year-old. Not the VAR community type times, but go ahead.
So I'm like, damn, like this crazy. 28 years old, one child, whole world ahead of her. Whole world. Gone. So I'm like, damn. I'm reaching out to her folks, like they curving me. To the point, like, I was ready to have static over it, but I'm like, this bigger than me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't go ignorant because they're going ignorant. I gotta show a level of maturity.
If you meet ignorance with ignorance in any situation, not even just this one, is ultimately the goal is to make sure that your son is good. He already lost his mom, and there's always going to be a void that can't be filled by anything with the loss of your mom, especially at 6. So now, like you said, if I'm ready to have some static and now you put yourself in a bad situation and now you end up booked or you end up dead or you end up in a situation where you can't take care of him because you need somebody to take care of you. Now, what does that do to him? So you got to always think of the kids first. You got to use that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. It's not about me, it's about him.
Definitely. So we her funeral come up, I find out about it. So me and my little brother go. Like I go pay my respects, but I don't take my son. You see what I'm saying? I go, I view her, I leave. So now after I leave, it's like doing the footwork of like how this happened, who she is, what, you see what I'm saying? The what, the who, what, when, where's out.
Hold on. Before we get to that, why didn't you take him? See, this is an episode that I'm gonna do, so I don't want to really dive too deep in.
No,
but this
bro.
is an episode. No. This is an episode I got cut. This is an episode that's coming. Me and my man, shout out to More Than a Dad. Me and Dre was just talking about this the other day. So we gonna make this joint happen. So I don't want to jump too deep, but I want you to, I want you to go through it for me.
No doubt. The reason I didn't bring him is because I ain't know the atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? I ain't know how it was going to be. I ain't know how it was going to play out. I just didn't feel comfortable taking him.
Okay.
But like I told everybody, I explained that to him as he get older. But me as a man, as his father, I just didn't feel comfortable taking him because I feel as though I take him, something go left, I put my child in danger.
Copy. Nah, I mean, this one thing you ain't never got to explain is why you do what you do with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation is different. I don't want to leave that part of the story out.
Oh no, it ain't a problem. It ain't a problem, but like that's why I ain't taking but he got her obituary. He the first person to get one.
Copy that.
So he got her obituary. He don't know the cause of death or none of that, but he know his mom no longer here. He go to visit her. He got her obituary. But just like the ins and out of it, like I just ain't dig how they was moving. Like it was to me, it was a lot of shaky stuff going on. It's like I said, he her first child. He my first child. But to them, it was like he's irrelevant right now. How? This girl's first and only child.
I mean, everybody in these situations, you talking about a 28-year-old that has a heroin overdose. That's what you said. It was heroin, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was heroin. Starting off by
so. I mean, that's a crazy joint to get the phone call. You ain't expecting to get that phone call about your 28-year-old. That ain't the excuse nothing that nobody did as far as the baby, because it's always about once them babies come, it's about the baby. They didn't ask to be here. You decided to hit something raw, and then you created that situation, which is why episode from what was that 2 weeks ago with the parenting break situation. I don't understand. You decided to do this. That's what you signed up for.
Right.
So I don't even understand that, and I don't even want to really dive too much into that part of the situation. What we really want to kind of stay focused on is, like you said, the drug overdose situation and how these perks and all of that is hitting everybody's different situations.
Yeah, definitely. Within because my baby mom died 5 years ago. Within 4 years of my baby mom dying from heroin overdose, I lost 3 friends to fentanyl overdose by Percocets, fake pills.
Mm.
All 3 of my homies had kids.
This is why
Like,
I always have said I can't afford vices. Vices cost too much, whether it's
yes,
pills, weed, alcohol, whatever the situation is. And it's like it don't look appealing to me to fall asleep just any and every fucking where. I go on
yes,
vacation and can't go to sleep in a hotel just because it's like I don't know them niggas in that next room.
right. I'm
Like,
on foreign land.
yeah, I can't be on the block out here sleep. I can't tell you how many different times and folks like you saying with the pill situations where you go out and see niggas in the craziest situations, or niggas getting in
Right.
the car and making the dumbest situations, or now y'all did that and nobody was aware of what was going on or the surroundings or nothing.
Everybody stuck on glue.
Used to ask niggas when you used to call how many floating bodies in the car, because niggas ain't alive, they just in the car.
Exactly. So like that John, it made me click gears on like I'm trying to open up a program for kids that lost their parents to drug overdose. Because I feel as though these kids got a story to tell.
That would be a great situation. That would be a beautiful thing. Because
Yeah,
that's absolutely something that I never heard nobody doing before.
yeah,
Um and like you said, they definitely got a story to tell because there's a whole me and my wife had this conversation like a couple months ago, and we was talking about like losing a parent because both of her parents are still alive. And I told her, I'm like, it's something that you can't understand until you go through it.
right,
Like it's one of those things where it's just a hole that's never going to be able to be filled. Whether you never knew your dad, never knew your mom, whatever your situation might have been, there's always questions that you can't get answers to because they are
right.
the only people that can really answer that question for you. You might have an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, or somebody that was around, that was close, that was a friend or something, who could tell you all about them, but they can't give it to you like that. It's secondhand information. You don't know
Exactly.
what's really what if you don't get it from the source.
Right.
So if you can get that off the ground, if you need some help with that, please let me know because that's definitely a major joint that would be a beautiful situation because I'm always all for like let's help the kids, let's try to gear this next generation because our generation of parents have dropped the ball tremendously. I don't even want to put that on everybody. We all did that collectively that we fucked the
Copy.
situation up.
But that just came about like because I was thinking like, damn, I can't help my son. He can't talk to his mom. I go and talk to my mom 3, 4 times a day. So like that barrier right there is like, wow, like damn, like I can't really help you with your grieving process because I don't know what you're going through.
Mm.
I
It's a
don't know the
situation
hurt
where
that
you
you
can't
feel.
relate. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So I'm like, well, shoot. Let me get a bunch of kids together that's going through the same. Let y'all talk it out. Let y'all help each other with ideas. Let y'all be the bridge to each other gap.
I ain't gonna hold you. I love this idea, bro. Um, seriously, like we can put something together and sit down and try to work that
No
out
doubt.
because
No doubt, bro.
that's definitely something that pretty much is not a person in the world who can't relate to having a child that has, even if it's just an absent parent, because
Right.
you might have like the kid who never met their mom, never met their dad, because it ain't always just didn't meet your dad. Some people never met their mom, and
Exactly.
it's something that shit, yeah, that would be good if they can talk about that at 10, 11, 12, in them years where it's like you think ain't nobody understanding what you're going through because you think your
Right.
mom, your dad, and your uncle. You think. I was telling my daughter this the other day. Like, do you think I wasn't a kid? Like, I wasn't
Exactly.
born at. I wasn't
They
born at
think we
30.
came out this age.
Yeah, I wasn't born at 30.
Like they look at us like we never were their age.
Yeah, copy that. What else
But
do you
yeah.
think though in that situation? Uh, what else do you think that you could put together for those type of kids? Like other than them just having those different conversations with each other, like is it anything else? Have you formulated more of that idea, or is it just like I got the beginning stages and I kind of just trying to lay the groundwork?
Like it is a little bit of like I just came up with it, so it's like brand new, but like the sky's the limit with that drum, bro. Like because like, okay, I got a stepdaughter that lost her father to drug overdose. You see what I'm saying? So like it's around me, so I gotta do something with it. I got to. It's like it's my calling. Like this became my calling.
Mm.
So like I can't
Even in that,
fumble.
even in this situation, let me ask you this: How old is she? How old is your stepdaughter?
14.
Do her and your son have those conversations?
Yeah,
That's the beginning of it right there. Is just having them two talk to each other. So now you said what? He would be 11, she would be 14.
yeah.
So them two having a shared experience right there, that probably kind of connects them two.
Right. That's how it started for me. Like, damn, they the two faces of it right there.
Mm, yeah,
And then as my other homie died from drug overdose, damn, his son could be a part of it. My other homie, damn, his two daughters could be a part of it. You see what I'm saying? It just started gradually picking up. So ideas just gradually start coming. Damn, for the little, I could one day I could have like a father workshop. Next week I got a mother workshop for him. You see what I'm saying? You're getting home cooked meals from a female. You're doing men things with real men. That's what changed our community.
that's what killed the community was not having those different type of situations where there's certain things I don't care how. I mean, certain things I can't teach my daughters because I'm not a girl.
Right.
I'm not a woman. I can't relate to certain things that you're going through, certain things that you feel. I can't relate. I could be the best dad in the world, but there's certain things that I cannot do because I'm not that person. Certain things that
Exactly.
my wife will never be able to do, like for a boy, because she's not a man.
Exactly.
So even if you don't have, like you're saying, in these situations where we talk about kids that have lost parents, not even just the overdose, just kids that lost parents in general,
Right.
um, having that void, like I said, you can't really feel that void, but having talking about it and making it a real situation and not acting like mommy or daddy went off to college and now
Right.
you've made college this big scary place because mommy never came back from college, your daddy never came back
Exactly.
from
But
college.
now you telling me I gotta go to school to further my
Yeah,
education.
yeah. Like I said, that's a topic we're gonna get into. More than a dad. I'm saying it on the episode, so now y'all got to do it. We definitely gonna make that one happen soon. But yeah, if you could put that situation together though, bro, I would absolutely love to be a part of that. I'd love to help you set that up.
Copy.
Uh, same shit like when I ran into Quill. Shout out to my man Quill. When Quill was talking about let us help us, the basketball camp that
The
Quill do for the
basketball
kids.
camp, right.
Yeah, love them situations, man. I love anything that we can do to try to help them kids, because them kids, man, it's shit's fucked up here. If you hear, even
Exactly.
though this is
And then they wonder why they all running around shooting shit up. Like,
that's what I
yup,
was getting to. Like, if you hear it, and Philly is crazy right now. If you're not, you might have seen this shit on the news or read these stats. Like, man, we need to do something to get these kids together.
they took everything from them and ain't giving them no alternative.
Yeah, the after school programs, they close half of the damn schools and build condos on all of them. Yeah,
Right. You see what I'm saying? So like what is it for them to do? So like
but some dumb shit. Yeah,
in some sense, like I don't blame them. Because at the end of the day, like we all were kids. So our level of things to do bad wasn't their level to do. But everything evolves.
yeah. The access that they got is different than the access that we got, and now it's all about get on the internet and show everybody what you're doing and how you moving. When we was coming
Right.
up, it was all about don't ever show nobody how you do and what you doing.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So like times evolve. But
Plus,
like
you didn't have no. Plus, you didn't have an HD fucking camcorder in your pocket at all times.
at all times. Like so, like it's crazy, but like I don't blame him. Man, it's crazy, man. My baby, I was just talking about it the other day. She like, you think like these kids nowadays. I'm like, yeah, like that's why I relate to them. Like because nobody is thinking like them. Everybody is so quick to shun them. Oh, what are you doing with it? No, at the end of the see why this person like this. You see what I'm saying? See why young boy fighting all day. Don't just cast him away. Oh, you bad. Like get off. No, like it's a problem. It stems from somewhere. The problem starts from somewhere.
No,
Can't
this is
just
one of this is
wake up a problem child.
this is the repetitive thing I always give people, man. It's bad old heads.
Yeah, definitely.
If you don't have good old heads who are guiding you in the right direction or not just letting you be a part of the dumb shit, they looking out
Right.
for your best interest and not their best interest. That's a good old head. Most of
And
these
not
kids
only
ain't got
that,
no old heads.
your old head can't be 2, 3 years older than you.
Yeah, he's not
How
an
that's
old
your
head. He's a
old
peer.
head?
Yeah,
That's your
but that's what
peer.
I'm
Y'all
saying.
equal.
That's what I'm saying though. If you're looking at this dude like he's your old head, then we got a problem here. You can't be
Right.
15 and your old head is 18. He ain't
Like,
got
bro,
enough
that shit equal.
experiences.
You'll be that age in
Like,
3 years.
no,
Like,
nigga, y'all just was in math together. What you talking about? Y'all just cut
like,
classes together. Like, no, that's not your
right.
old head. We just was talking
Like
about this
you,
before we started the show, like the ages of all of the people. Like, I never really dealt with the niggas that was my age. That's why all my friends is in their fucking 40s and got grandkids and shit.
right.
Like, because those was the type of dudes that I dealt with because niggas would be like, nah, you can't do this. Like,
Exactly.
but like I
Proper
said,
guidance.
that's all about them looking out for your best interest and not their best interest, which is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
before we close this one out, anything that you could say though, like about the different the overdoses and all of that different shit, like anything that you want to say to look, nigga, you got to get off that type shit. But I mean, you can't help
Yeah,
somebody who
like
don't want to help themselves.
copy that. Like that's true, but like at the end of the day, a lot of people want to. Like I'm a firm believer in a lot of people want to. It's just coping mechanisms for some, or they don't know where to start or where to turn to. Or I take it further than that. The trauma that everybody deals with on an everyday basis. You see what I'm saying? Like it, even down to our kids. Our kids got phones in their hands all day watching people get killed. If we know it or not, they on Instagram, they done seen somebody get killed. That's traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
So as they grow up, like they're finding ways to cope with all of the stuff that they see in on a daily basis.
You shouldn't have to be desensitized to death at 11 or
At
12.
all. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
something
Like,
that you get jaded on in your later years, not when you're a baby
right.
or fucking preteen.
Like you don't know nothing about the world, but you know, hey, look, I ain't scared to die. Like that's
Yeah,
scary.
that's not a good thing for you to be saying. Copy that.
Like that's scary. So like it, but like a lot of people like they gotta stop it, yo. Like, but like I ain't gonna make it seem like it just hit our community. Like, no, like it been going on for the beginning of time. Like,
Yeah,
but like it gotta stop, yo. Like, or get a hold of it. You see what I'm saying? Like it has to. Like, you see somebody doing it that you love, yo. Like, try your hardest to put your arms around them, yo. Because that's all it really be sometimes, like a caring conversation. You don't know what it'll
sometimes
change.
sometimes a nigga just need a hug.
Right.
That's why I
Let
always
them.
tell people like, don't ever just when you ask somebody is they cool, and they yeah I'm all right. Are you really cool, or is you just saying that? Like,
Right. And that's my thing. People like, yo, bro, you cool? Like, are you asking to know or are you asking to care?
mm,
Because it's a big difference. Like, if you want to know if I'm cool, like, if I'm not, are you pulling up on me? Yo, bro, let's sit down. Call me. Yo, let's talk about this. Like, what's going on? Or are you just asking, oh, all right, you cool? All right. You don't care.
copy that.
So let's
Let
start with caring.
this is the last thing I throw at you. This is something new that I started doing. on the show. When you hear my name, when you hear somebody say Hype, what do you think?
Hustle man. Hank Hustle man, like good, genuine brother. Like nothing bad could come about that name. Ain't never do me nothing bad.
Copy. I mean, I always say you don't know nobody got nothing bad to say about me. If you do, that nigga don't know me.
Real rap. Like real rap. Like you like Hank is a name like Frank Lucas said, this Pepsi, this a brand name. Like Hank a brand name, like good person. So like you hear somebody saying something bad or not, you don't what Hank you talking about? I don't
It
even
ain't
know
no
that.
what Hype you talking about because it ain't two Hypes. Is what I always
Right.
tell people.
So like you saying something ill, like you know, it can't be the same person. Like this a figure of your imagination.
I just another thing I told my wife recently. I'm like, I seen a couple of chicks that I used to talk to, and seen the niggas that they was with and talking to after that. Like this light skinned fat nigga, copy. You got a fake Hype. Oh shit. Hey yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and when people say like, how you say it? Is it like it's not like nothing else because it's not two of me. So you don't know
Right,
nobody else named Hype. But
right,
nah, that's one of them things where it's like, people always give you your flowers when you dead. You can't smell them then. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I want to know what niggas think about me now. So that
Right,
when my daughters listen back to this shit in 10, 12, 40 years, you know what I'm saying? They could get a good glimpse of, oh, this is the type of person that my dad was. This is what people really thought about him. Because don't come screenshots stealing my flicks and all of that. Now we was the best of friends. And oh my God, I can't believe it. That was my man.
right. You ain't say two words to me when I was breathing.
Copy that.
Like,
That's
but yeah,
episode 90. Neef, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
no
We
problem, bro. I
are
appreciate you having me.